The American cowboy isn't a relic of the past. Out here in the most unforgiving ranch land on earth, it's a way of life. And believe it or not, this city slicker found a place in it.
Hi, I'm Cory Robin, and I love sharing my adventures with you in my bush plane Ghost. Today I'm going to show you one of the many incredible experiences you can have with an airplane like this, and how my friends and I earned the nickname, the Flying Cowboys. While I spend my days here in Salt Lake City as a software developer, my true passion lies in the sky. Our mission? To help some true cowboys move their gear over some of the toughest terrain around. The weather's turning. We need to act fast, so let's get started.
Back in the day, myself, Mike, Mark, Jason, and Creighton used our airplanes to support the ranchers. We earned the Flying Cowboys nickname by tackling the toughest trails and helping the ranching community.
Let's go flying.
Today we're helping the ranch owners move gear from Tavaputs Ranch down to Range Creek to support the cowboys who were already on horseback heading into the canyon. These cowboys include Jeff, his son Jet, and two others, navigating one of the world's toughest trails. The forecast was for absolutely calm winds at all altitudes. But when we arrived on top of the mountain, a small breeze became a stiff wind, and we needed to move quickly to get down the mountain before conditions made it too hazardous. I want to introduce you to my buddy Lee Trotter. Lee is a very popular doctor, a successful businessman, and one of the most capable bush pilots I've ever flown with. He's got a Carbon Cub similar to mine, and he's flown all over the wild in his bush plane. Besides flying, he also performs aeromedical exams for pilots. You might recognize Lee from the epic Western movie Hidalgo, where he appeared as an Army officer. Having Lee along on this trip is always a pleasure, and a guarantee that we'll handle whatever challenges come our way. Whether it's on the big screen or in the backcountry, Lee brings a level of expertise and adventure that's second to none. Lee and I are experienced pilots, but today we were pushing the limits. The journey down is a quick 5-minute flight for us, but it makes the Cowboys' 6-hour trek on horseback much easier and safer. Flying over Range Creek Canyon is both breathtaking and challenging. The winds down here are a test of skill, twisting and turning through the narrow canyon walls, creating all sorts of Venturi effects and swirling air that can catch you off guard. Venturi effects occur when air is forced through a narrow passage. It increases its speed and causes turbulence. And then thermals, or rising columns of warm air from the canyon floor, clash with cooler air above, leading to sudden and unpredictable turbulence. These factors combine to make canyon flying particularly demanding. But that's where our experience comes in, reading the landscape, sensing changes in the air, and just making precise adjustments to keep the flight smooth and safe. We planned our arrival around the time we expected the cowboys to arrive. However, when we got there, they were nowhere to be found. As we waited, the winds picked up to a point where it became gnarly. The wind even picked up my airplane, and I had to run and grab it just in time. The Cowboys were delayed because the trail hadn't been used yet this season and they had to clear it with a chainsaw. After about an hour and a half, we finally saw them making their way down the canyon. Once the Cowboys finally arrived, they greeted us with big smiles, grateful for our help. We got right to work unloading the gear. We even had to use their lassos to tie down the planes since we left our own gear at the top. That brought a few laughs, seeing our planes roped down like cattle, and it's moments like these that remind me of the resilience and ingenuity required to live this life. We might not have a Dutton ranch, but we sure know how to enjoy a good evening by the creek. After a day like this, unwinding by the water feels like heaven. One of the Cowboys even brought in a big catfish from the river, and by the end of the day they had caught 12. Just another day in paradise. The return journey is equally demanding. The winds had calmed a bit, but still tested our skills. The high-density altitudes and temperatures made the 5,500-foot climb an impressive feat. Our aircraft performed admirably, turning a formidable challenge into a stunning ascent back to the mountaintop. Tavaputs Ranch is a sprawling 15,000-acre wonderland. Settled in the late 1800s, it's a testament to the pioneering spirit of the American West. As the sun sets over these rugged mountains, I can't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude. This ranch has seen generations of hard work and dedication. Being here reminds me of the values that define us: patience, humility, and the importance of hard work. For someone who spends most days behind a computer screen, these moments are a profound reminder of what's truly important. At the crack of dawn, Lee and I jumped into our airplanes to finish the task. We had to fly back down to the canyon to pick up the gear and bring it back up to the top of the mountain. The whole point of this adventure was to help the Cowboys retrieve some horses and mules that had wintered down in the canyon. Every season they go through this roundup where they move both cattle and horses between the high mountain pastures and the lower valleys. It's a big deal for them, and it's when they give us a call for help. This roundup is a vital part of their operation, and we're glad to make it a little easier. With the gear loaded, we took off, navigating the challenging terrain once again. The winds had calmed, but the climb was still a test of our skills and our aircraft's capabilities. Reaching the top, we knew we'd made the Cowboys' job much easier, and that feeling of accomplishment is why we love these adventures.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible adventure. Next time, we're going to take you behind the scenes at Sky Vantage, where I help airlines streamline their operations and soar to new heights. Aviation is more than a passion for me. I live and breathe flying. So stay tuned because we've got some amazing stories and insights to share that you won't want to miss.